Oh, you want to do second one with the question?
We're here live on the track. We got all the waters, although people always accuse Doug of not working out.
Hey, how many hundreds did we do?
We did 300.
3 or 400 meter dashes.
We jump rope a little bit.
At Coach Schwartz speed.
We all work out before the Periscope stream.
Man, they don't believe me, huh? This is my water, right?
So, Doug, what do you got going? So you have the Showtime Boxing representing for
last
night's shows?
You know what? I often have an HBO hat, right? But when you look at the programming that Showtime has delivered in 2018, HBO's done well when they do business with you. Superfly 2.
Yeah, what are your favorite shows on?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Who does the best promoting on HBO?
Quality, all right, the best quality on HBO this year is by far was Superfly 2 in February, right? And then the highest ratings by far on HBO was Triple G versus Vanes Martirosyan.
And Cecilia Brick, who's got a high rating as well.
Yeah, what'd she do? Like about 900,000?
Yeah, she beat all the other male.
Yeah, no, that's sensational. But Showtime has been giving us some quality.
Those nice cards last night. What's the sweatshirt? That looks like American Sniper sweatshirt.
It's the Punisher.
Okay,
it's the Punisher.
Okay.
I'm out here punishing myself.
Coach Dave is here in the house.
And it's Doug's birthday today.
Eloy Perez. Oh, that's right. Doug Fisher, happy birthday.
I'm an old man.
Editor-in-Chief.
That's why I got to keep the glasses on so I can see you guys.
I put a new nickname for JP. I said JP the Greek.
Big Papa. Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
I wasn't here last week, so Lomachenko and my boy Leo.
Leo's representing a young Triple G fan.
Gennady Golovkin, number one.
Nice.
Number one.
Yeah,
and JP has a new baby also. Yeah. Little girl.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks,
2 weeks old.
2 weeks old.
Nice.
2 weeks old. She's at home resting with mama. She's a little nocturnal right now.
JP, how did you do? Did you wager on the fights last night?
I did great last night.
There was a big upset last night, JP.
There was a big upset. There were about 24 hours straight of fights, starting with the Maloney brothers.
Right.
You could watch that on Fight TV, fighting Kono.
Yeah, that was Jason Maloney, and he's actually ranked at bantamweight by Ring Magazine. I think he probably will move up a notch.
That started at 1 a.m. Friday, and then we went to 1 a.m. last night with a big upset in Japan.
It was a big show in Japan, right?
Taguchi, big show in Japan. Taguchi got beat. 114, 113 on all cards by Heki
Butler. Shout out to Rodney Berman from South Africa. Rodney, old friend of mine, or a good friend of mine that he helped us do the shows for Triple G in Monte Carlo. 3 times Triple G fought in Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
And he's a big favorite,
Ryan Scully is a big fan of Rodney Berman in the South African scene. What's up, Scully?
The South African scene.
Yeah, so Butler...
He's now the champ.
Yeah, he wins the Ring Magazine title at 108 pounds, as well as the WBA and IBF.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, he was
Taguchi was a unified champ.
He moved up from 105 to 108.
Yes, he was the WBA strawweight champ. He moved up in weight, and he had lost 2 bouts. That's why everyone was discounting him.
Right.
Because he'd lost 2 title bouts, but those were very close fights.
To Malindo.
Yes, Milan Malindo, who had lost to Taguchi. Taguchi beat Malindo to unify WBA and IBF titles and also earn the Ring Magazine title. Styles make fights, and Heki Butler is a freak for conditioning, and he got off to a fast start, and he held on. Taguchi came on over the second half, maybe scored a knockdown.
I thought it was a knockdown.
Yeah.
Clean on the chin, yeah.
And how about the judges?
Fair in Japan.
They're fair.
If Triple G goes to fight Murata in Japan,
there you go.
It'll be fair.
And my man, one of my favorite fighters, one of my favorite fighters from Japan, probably my favorite Japanese fighter, is a strawweight named Hiroto Kiyoguchi, who is the IBF strawweight title holder, and he improved to 10-0 with a hard-fought victory over a Filipino prospect.
Easy the Barber says, I'm excited to see Triple G in September. We're excited to see him in September, too.
So what's it looking like,
What do you think, Coach?
Well,
what did you think of the big StubHub show?
Oh, my God. It was so incredible. And that place is beautiful. It's the best place to go.
Open air.
The parking, the people, everyone's nice.
How about the ring entrance where Triple G thanks the fans, acknowledges the fans, goes around the entire... Walks around the entire arena.
Yeah, it was a win for everybody. But here's what I want to talk to Oscar. You know, Oscar, I know you're watching this program.
Don't be controversial.
I'm not,
you're going to put Doug in a bad spot.
No, I'm not. No, I love you, Oscar. Everyone loves you. You're the greatest guy. you got all these people you're working with. You got the Triple G team, Triple G, and everyone involved with them. It's all a class act. You know, Tom and Abel and Triple G are a class act. Okay, on your side, you have Robert Diaz, and then you have Eric Gomez. I mean, totally class acts, and you're a class act. But you know, you can't. You're trying to pretend you're Bob Arum, and it doesn't work like that. Bob Arum's from New York, and these New York guys have a whole different deal going. I have friends here that have been here 40 years in New York, and they're still feisty like that.
A whole different deal.
You know, you're from California, Oscar, and I'm willing to sit down and talk to you. You got, hey, Leo, what's happening?
Leo's working on his track skills right here.
So here you got Tom Loeffler, who is Calm Loeffler. You got everyone around with a lot of style.
I saw that on social media, yeah.
And so, Oscar, I'll meet with you anytime. Doug has my number. Give me a call. We'll meet. I'll teach you how to take the high road because you're a class act. You're a great guy. Everyone loves you. You got the $1 million smile. You're really smart, but you got to take the high road. I mean, saying that Triple G's afraid to fight Canelo, I mean, it makes you look bad.
Well, there was even accusations that Triple G was ducking certain fighters from certain media, East Coast media, right, Doug? Oh, did you see that? I had to respond to.
Yeah, it's rare that you will actually respond to those kind of tweets, but it was appropriate.
Yeah, but it's going to happen
when you fight
now.
the two best guys in your division. Under extreme circumstances, you do a 2.5-week promotion, which we broke the record for ticket sales on StubHub. We broke the merchandise record for StubHub, and we set the ratings record for the last 2 years on premium cable.
But Golovkin, Martirosyan, that generated more money than any previous boxing event.
We hold the three highest
event period at StubHub.
Three highest grossing fights at StubHub. Those first is Triple G Martirosyan, Triple G Rubio, and then
Superfly 1.
Superfly 1 with Chocolatito.
That makes sense.
Yep. So StubHub likes them when we come.
And when's Superfly 3?
Superfly 3 is slated for September 8th right now, in discussions with HBO. That, as you alluded to, Doug, that's one of their most popular franchises right now.
Well, it delivers.
On the HBO network. And,
those little 115-pounders, they're going to give you all they got, and they're the best fighters, like the top 5 fighters in that division, will face each other. No questions asked.
Yep.
They will face each other.
Especially with that.
You pay them right, you put them on HBO, they'll do it.
With Sorongasai and Estrada.
That's looking like what the main event is going to be, the rematch?
That's what we're shooting for, yeah.
I just have one more thing. I want to tell everyone about Dennis Taylor's Ringside Boxing Show website. You got to watch it.
Is he from Northern California?
Yeah, he's from Monterey, Salinas area. It is incredibly good. You got to look at it. He does today's headlines. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's by far the best website. You get the most out of it. Dennis Taylor's just a straightforward guy. And then he's also a real good interviewer. He has a podcast on there.
I got something for Doug here. Dave, right. Can you take over for just a second?
Yeah. Well, G-hat, and it's like it's Mexico flag colors, right?
Oh, wow.
Those are not easy to find.
No, I know they're not. Oh, my gosh. You know, I got like a Triple G hat collection.
You can wear that potentially September 15th.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, that's perfect. Mexican Independence Day weekend. Oh, dang. Oh, shoot.
That's one of the new collections right there. This is
no draw.
Oh, hey, that's
fantastic.
No draw.
Jordan came out with that great commercial with Abel cutting the meat, and then this is their new campaign, No Draw.
Generally speaking, boxing fans do not care for draws, but I actually thought the draw in the Badou Jack Adonis Stevenson fight, I was okay with it.
You even had one round 10-10.
Yeah, I did. The 11th round I had even,
That's one of the collections. This is Boogeyman is another part of the new Jordan collection.
Yeah, I gotta get. Hey, thank you.
These were the official Triple G team pants for
People
Fight
will be
Week.
able to get this stuff soon.
No, it's online. Yeah, awesome. Nike.com.
What about the shoes?
The shoes are these are the standard Jordan shoes that they
custom made for you?
No, not custom made, but these are one of my favorite colors. These match.
This hat's too nice to exercise in. I don't want to get sweaty.
So I'm not saying this is a truth. This is only rumor and hearsay.
What's the rumor?
But Barbosa Box had a good idea for all the Triple G fans.
Yeah.
he tweeted,
a lot of Triple G merchandise around these days.
Barbosa Box said, "How about Superfly in LA, and then we all caravan the next week to Triple G Canelo 2.
Hey,
what are your thoughts on that?
That's pretty much what we did last time. Remember, we had Superfly 2 at the
Forum.
Well, actually Superfly 1. Yeah, Superfly 1. Right. We had. Remember, we had September 9th and then September 16th. Leo's taking off again.
Hey, Leo. What's going on, Leo?
So,
there we go.
But we had some good fights last night, right?
Oh, man.
We watched the fights.
Congratulations to Gary Russell, who retains his WBC featherweight title. I thought he won 8 out of 12 rounds. Arguably, I think Russell could have won 9 of those rounds, which 2 of the official judges
pulled out
had him winning.
Good performance,
Joseph Diaz Jr., he was a good challenger for about 4 rounds. Then he fell asleep at the wheel, but credit to Gary Russell, because I thought Russell handcuffed Diaz with his hand speed, his punch volume, and by moving, and he'd go up against the ropes and he would hold him. And the problem with Diaz is he had his hands up in sort of the earmuff thing, and he's walking forward and he's waiting for Russell to stop punching. And Russell wouldn't stop punching, and he's so fast, he kept those hands up on Diaz, and Diaz needed to keep working the body the way he had been in the first 4 rounds, because I thought he did very well. Kudos to Diaz for coming on a little bit in the 11th round and coming on very strong in the final round. You want to see that from a young challenger, but it was a little bit too little,
and
too
Ben
late.
Lira was in the corner with Diaz, one of Triple G's coaches, and then Badou Jack had a good fight with Donna Stevenson. Shout out to Yvonne Michelle Alexandra up there in Canada, in Montreal, Canada. That was actually in Toronto this time.
Yeah,
but that
seemed like a great crowd.
That was an entertaining fight.
They got it. Listen, it was a boring fight for 6 rounds, and then Badou Jack, he had to make something happen, and they were waiting for Stevenson to peter out, which he did. But credit to Jack for seizing that opportunity and staying on top of Stevenson, giving him a beating in rounds 7, 8, and 9, and then kudos to Stevenson for that rally in the 10th round. Just when you think he's going to be drowned, he lands that straight left to the body. Boom, got some respect, and they did it again before the round was over. And that's when Jack was really hurt. And Jack was still hurt in round 11.
That's right.
I thought that round could have gone either way. I thought that round could have gone to either guy. I scored it even. And then I thought the 12th round, obviously, I thought that belonged to
that was one
Jack.
Justified draw. Not the Triple G Canelo fight wasn't justified, but last night's fight was a justified draw.
It was dramatic. That's what you want to see. It was like half of a fight of the year. It's like for 6 rounds, it was kind of like whatever. And then the set from round 7 to 12, it was just
But Jack's strategy was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked, but it was a perfect draw.
Yeah,
I mean, it was fair. It was fair. He was, he looked physically bigger. He was younger. But Donna Stevenson had the power. Had the bigger power. So and it really equaled it out.
That power made Jack tentative in the first 5 or 6 rounds.
So tell people about the when are you going to be commentating again at the Avalon?
That'll be June 6th. June 6th at the Avalon in Hollywood.
Wednesday night at
it's an
Hollywood.
It's an iconic club. And across the street is the Capitol Records building. Talk about iconic buildings.
The location in old school Hollywood.
There's ample parking. Coach knows where to park around the area.
Jerry Lewis did his radio shows there.
I think he used to actually live there.
He lived there. They had an apartment there.
Yeah.
That's right. The Beatles played there.
Beatles played there. Dennis Shapovalov is headlining, trained by Abel Sanchez. Triple G is slated to be there.
Wow.
For June 6th to support
we'll have to make a presentation with Triple G.
Sorry, Boachuk, one of the fan favorites now with that last fight, remember, against Lucius Johnson.
Boachuk, now he is from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, he's from Ukraine.
And he is undefeated in 11 or 12 fights.
No, he's 8-0 with 8 knockouts.
Oh, he just 8-0. He didn't have 10 fights?
No.
And he's been in with some quality opposition.
Solid guys,
Yeah.
And is he fighting on the 6th also?
He's fighting on the 6th. Sorry, Boachuk's fighting on the 6th.
Wow.
Dennis Shapovalov, Brian Sabayo will be in his 3rd fight.
Good, he'll be back. What a class
he's
act
coming back.
is.
Are you going to raise the prices?
Nope. But we do have seats right on the ring mat. When's the last time you actually were able to buy a seat on the ring mat? We call that elbows on the canvas.
Wait, are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. Right on the ring where normally the commission sits.
The commissioners and the photographers.
$200 is very limited. I think there's like 10 seats. $200 you can sit right on the ring mat. Then the first 2 rows are $125. And it's $85 on the floor, and then it's $60.
Hey folks, be careful of those photographers. They're crazy.
They
might bite you. No, they might bite you. They're nuts. They're nuts though.
Yeah.
The California Commission, they're very nice though.
It'll be a fun.
That's good conversation right there.
Steve Kim will be co-hosting with you on the commentating, and Cynthia Conte will be actually hosting the show. Again, Joe Martinez will be commentating.
He's coming back as the ring
not commentating, the ring announcing. Yeah.
We saw him in Chile on a
UFC show. That's right. He was doing the UFC. Yeah, he's all over the place.
He's really good.
And he did our Cinco de Mayo show at the Step Up Center.
Yeah. No, Joe's coming up.
Yeah.
Joe is. I mean, you can't go wrong with Michael Buffer and the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Right.
But Joe Martinez is right up there with those
who's
guys.
the best one of all?
Bruce Buffer.
Bruce.
Dude, the guy's doing karate.
Bruce doing 360 jumps in the ring.
Yeah, he hypes himself up. I like
he's
that.
the most energetic for sure.
And he's a really nice guy too.
And he knows his stuff. He knows MMA. He trains himself. And,
he knows boxing.
And he knows boxing as well.
And he knows business.
And he loves Triple G. So
is he a Triple G fan?
You gotta love the Buffer family. Yeah.
Who doesn't love Triple G?
Who doesn't love Triple G? That's a good question, Coach.
Oh, wow.
He's the longest, right? You're the
longest
reigning champion.
Reigning active champion right now. He's a unified champion.
Unified. He's a Ring Magazine pound for pound champion, right?
He's pound for pound number 1.
How's that belt looking?
It's
Title boxing, Doug Ward. We're waiting for the belt.
Yes, thank you.
We did a photo shoot, and we had no Ring Magazine pound for pound title. Doug, you need to get on it.
We'll have it before
title boxing. You need to get on the Ring Magazine.
I'm so glad
titles.
you gave that shout out, or you put him on blast.
Well, Triple G's waiting. He keeps asking me. He's blaming me, and so.
Man, no, we got. He's cutting the ring off on you.
Yeah, he's
putting the pressure on you. How does it feel, Tom?
Yeah.
No, we'll have that ready before the next Hollywood Fight Nights.
That'll be good.
Maybe we present it to him that night.
Hey, there's a good idea. Maybe we present it in the ring.
Yeah, or at the weigh-in. You know,
so Murat Gassiev is supposed to come again. He'll be there supporting the guys. He's also trained by Abel Sanchez.
And he'll probably be in training for the finals of the World Boxing
They're talking about
Super
now
Series.
July 21 for that finals. So we'll see how that goes. And it'll be a fun night, right, JP? You were there.
Oh yeah.
You were there.
For the first Hollywood?
Hollywood
Are you coming?
Yeah.
I can't wait for the second one.
Here.
Wednesday, June 6th.
Are you coming?
Yeah, it's past his bedtime, but I'll be there.
You'll be there. All right.
Yep, Brian Sabalo.
Brian
Dennis
Sabalo, Shafikov, and Sergey Boachuk.
Oh, my guy Boachuk. That fight was incredible. They knocked each other down.
Right. Elvina White.
Lucian Johnson. Lucius Johnson. From Compton.
Johnson, yeah. Tough guy.
So he fought Lucius Johnson before he's had 10 pro fights? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a... Yeah,
Elvina White, who's local in Hollywood, she'll be on the show. She's making her second fight. Lulu from Australia, Elvis Grant's. She's going to be on the show.
She's
so
a
there'll be
firecracker.
two female boxing. We support the female boxing because we had the first female boxing on HBO, the 45-year history on HBO, right?
Yes.
First female fighter.
And you had
the only undisputed champion in boxing, Cecilia Braekhus.
Before Golden Boy signed Sinisa Estrada. Is it Sinisa?
Yeah, we had Sinisa on a lot of our shows
Estrada,
at the Forum
Superbad.
and at the Stuff Up. Yeah.
You had her on at least 2.
I think 3 shows out here
undercards,
locally.
but were they all Triple G undercards?
Triple G, Chocolatito.
Okay.
Yeah, she was on.
She was on the undercard of Superfly 1, and then of Triple G's 2 fights at the Forum.
Yeah,
that was great. Yeah.
How were your ratings for the streaming from Avalon?
Oh, very good, extremely high. That's why the fans want to see it again, and not just in the U.S.
Oh, no geo-blocking.
No geo-blocking, right?
That's a good thing.
So all the fans, Australia, the UK. Everywhere, we're able to, Latin America, everyone was tuning in for it, so it got a great rating.
He's not asking for $4.99.
Thanking Tecate and Chivas as our 2 main sponsors. MGM Resorts also sponsored the show, so it was a fun night. It's a fun night for the fans to come out.
It was great
to be
energy.
right on top and to get tickets. 360promotions.us is the website, and you can go on the ticket link. It's a great interactive seating map. Jim Boone is high on the tickets.
There's not a bad seat in the house. It's very intimate. You're close up there. There's a lot of boxing luminaries in the audience.
Shannon Briggs came out.
Vanis
Martirosyan actually made a
Vanis was there. A little foreshadowing there. Yeah, Chris Bird was in the house. I didn't see Chris, but you saw him, Coach.
Yeah, we talked.
Shannon Briggs, you can't miss.
Yeah.
Gassiev, as you said, right?
Gassiev was there. Victor Cruz.
Do you know what was awesome?
NFL receiver was there.
There was a Hall of Fame matchmaker in the house. There was Bruce Trampler.
Shout out to Bruce Trampler.
Bruce doesn't go to many cards, man. You know what I mean?
Bruce Trampler was there. Brad Goodman was there. Yeah. Brandon Rios was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Bruce Trampler, I mean, he was a star of stars.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
He's a legend.
He's
a legend.
He knows how to. Look, he developed.
Saw a lot of matchmakers there.
He developed Floyd's career. He developed Oscar's career. He developed so many superstars.
So many Hall of Famers.
Bruce is the
Michael
best.
Carbajal.
Bruce is the best at what he does.
Who did he learn from?
Who did he learn from?
Yeah, Teddy Brenner.
There you go.
Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
I knew Teddy Brenner.
And after the fights, the fighters will mingle with the fans. It turns into a dance club. So not only do you get to see the fights, then it turns into a dance club. The DJ keeps playing the Tecate girls. They left a little bit early last time, but they're going to stay this time.
You don't
need
to
dance in the ring.
The Tecate girls are awesome, but Cynthia Conte brings her friends. And she's got like 20 friends. They're all female, and you know.
If you want to see hot girls,
they're quite attractive.
Hot girls in Hollywood, come out to the Hollywood
on
Fight
Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
That's a winning formula. The guys come out to see the hot girls, and the girls come to see the boxing.
No, you want to know, speaking of formulas, what I liked about the card is, so you had like a hot semi-underground prospect in Boacek.
Yep.
You had
Pro
two guys turning pro. You
Right.
had a big-time East Coast amateur standout in Ceballo turning pro. But then you had some 18-year-old kid from like the Maywood area or whatever turning pro, and it was a great fight. Like, he was matched in tough.
Ben Lira had his.
There was another prospect. He's
gonna be back.
Different levels of prospects.
Right.
Yeah.
Between the world class fighters, like Shafakov's fought for world titles, and then the local fighters.
The main event was a world class kid.
And
Ryan Martin.
Yeah, he's in the top 10.
So you had that good mix there.
So what's happening with Ryan Martin?
Ryan Martin, we're looking at getting him into that 140-pound. World Boxing Super Series tournament. So
when's that supposed to kick off? Does that kick off in
that'll
September?
be in the fall. I think that'll be in the fall. So that'll be a great opportunity.
They've done a great job. They really. I got to take my hat off.
There's some great fights. Yeah, with the 168-pound fights with Groves and Eubank and Gassiev and Dorticos.
I mean, that tournament,
and Briedis.
Whether or not he fights in the finals, that tournament brought back George Groves.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had not lived up to his potential, and a lot of people wrote him off. And now he's back, and he's got respect.
Huge win over Eubank.
And with the cruiserweight, it's going to crown an undisputed cruiserweight champion. Right. I mean, and that's what boxing needs. And the thing about the cruiserweight tournament, all the way to the finals, you had great fights. You had some awesome knockouts, and you had some really good 12-round fights.
Cruiserweight's a very underrated division. We had Ola Afolabi fought a lot of guys in the cruiserweight division. But
underrated
really
in America.
Yeah.
I think Europe has always embraced it.
And Usyk set the record for the least number of fights to win a world title, 10 fights.
10.
He beat Evander Holyfield's record of 12. So Usyk, Olympic gold medalist. Now he's a unified cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
Usyk's one of the most talented guys we've seen, and Murat Gassiev, just seen every time I see him in sparring up there or training with Abel, he seems to get stronger every time. So those are two top guys.
He's a better boxer and ring general than I gave him credit for, or I thought he would be.
Dorticos, very
watching him 2 years ago, I just thought he's a heavy-handed cat.
Mm-hmm.
He's a knockout guy, a pressure fighter, and that's it.
Yeah.
He could fight off the back foot. He could break you down while backing up. Yeah. That's what he did to Dorticos. That's crazy, and Dorticos is a stud.
Yeah. Very slick Cuban fighter.
Murat Gassiev, he keeps impressing me. Like, he gets better with each fight, so I honestly don't know what's going to happen when he fights Usyk. I mean, I favored Usyk from the onset to win this tournament, but Gassiev is just a handful.
I'm picking him.
You like Murat, huh?
He was
that's a classic.
Looks like a James Bond
That's
villain.
A classic matchup between a puncher and someone who's learning every time he gets in the ring.
Yeah.
And a super experienced amateur Olympic champion. southpaw, very slick.
He's light on his feet and
he's
athletic.
A puncher,
and he's big.
With Usyk. And he's a great personality.
Yes.
Usyk.
Hey, Leo, what's happening?
Very popular.
He doesn't stay still.
I would say Usyk is more popular in Ukraine than Lomachenko.
He is, actually, because he's fought in Ukraine.
Really?
Take my word for it. I know these things.
He's a folk hero over there.
Right, Tom?
Plus, you're right.
You know,
you're
Tom
right.
knows.
Hey, but is Lomo the best?
No, Loma's awesome. Loma's awesome.
Loma had a great win. He had
Yeah.
a great win over Linares.
Well,
so
Linares
you got to take
was
your
good.
hat off to Loma. But
how about
in Ukraine, Usyk is very popular.
But how about Linares?
Linares?
I never get.
He didn't want to quit.
Shocked me,
Yeah.
but not Doug. Doug knew.
No.
Dropped Loma.
I respect.
You know,
I
that
respect
would-
Linares.
I'd like to see a rematch.
I'd like to
I
see
mean-
Linares in with anybody.
Yeah.
I'd still, even though he's coming off a loss,
He's
I
an entertaining
wouldn't
guy.
mind
Yeah.
seeing Linares fight Garcia. Like if Garcia beats who's the kid from Ohio, Robert Easter Jr.
Yeah.
They're slated to fight, I think, in July. I think that'll be in LA. I'm going to go to that fight if possible. But let's say Garcia wins that fight,
That's a
and
good
then they
fight.
try to make the fight with Loma,
Yeah.
but it's whatever. It's Garcia button heads with Arum, and it doesn't happen. I wouldn't mind seeing, even off a loss, I wouldn't mind seeing Linares challenge Garcia. I'm still into that. I'm still into that matchup. And I'll tell you what, I don't count Linares out in that. I listen. I would favor Garcia, but I think Linares is live against any lightweight.
And he can get up for that fight.
He would be up for that.
Yeah.
To me, that was what it was all about with Linares, and I thought he would go the distance. And kudos to Lomachenko for getting that stoppage. And he was he had worked on that. He was working on that body shot. I saw that in camp.
Yeah.
It was go hard to the body with that left.
He does, what's his move? The left to the body and then the uppercut.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
Yeah.
he was doing that
That's
back
a
in
good-
the
that's a
amateurs.
good
That's like his
combination.
pet combination.
Yeah.
That was a Mike Tyson combination.
But also-
Mike Tyson was from the right side.
Right.
But no,
See,
but
Loma
Linares,
had-
when he's up for a fight, he is really an elite boxer.
He was up for that.
Yeah, of course.
But also, he ran out of gas right then.
He always does. A little
but
bit. Yeah, he
A
gasses.
little
out.
later this time, but
Sure.
it was an incredible.
Plus
But
the
I
base that
honestly,
Loma's got
I
there.
had it up for grabs. After 9 rounds, I had it even. And a lot of people around me did too.
Yeah, it's with the knockdown, yeah.
Yeah, it was with the knockdown.
So how are you celebrating your birthday today, Dougie?
Gonna have brunch. You guys are welcome to join us. We're having brunch at the Lazy Daisy around 1 o'clock.
Dave's a birthday king. How old is Doug today?
48.
48. There you go. 48, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number.
Oh, really?
That's right.
You know, by unpopular demand, we're not having the birthdays on here anymore. I guess that was the only guy that liked it.
JP, you got to give us your picks on the upcoming fights now.
Well, this weekend I hear that.
This is the most popular segment of the show.
This is why you tune in.
The fans tune in to hear.
on Kajas, but I heard he's got a tough fight. This Sultan guy can
Sultan's
fight.
tough.
Sultan can fight, yeah.
yeah.
Sultan can
I
fight.
have never seen Sultan, but I have to research that fight this week.
I like German.
Yeah.
I like German. But
Sherwin's a great fighter. Oh, he wants a little water. Can I give
Yeah.
him some water, Dave?
Yeah, I
He's
think
a
it's
young
okay.
guy who's getting better every fight as well.
Okay, let's show Leo's T-shirt here.
Gennady
That's a
Golovkin,
great- that's a
Triple
great
G.
shirt.
You got it. There it is.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
You're famous, Leo.
Pound for
There
pound.
you go.
Pound for
Sure, he's not
pound.
sure what to make of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. He turned his head.
He's just thirsty. He's just thirsty.
So we broke the merchandise record at StubHub Center for boxing merchandise. Madison Square Garden,
Wow.
the Forum, T-Mobile,
T-Mobile.
for individual
Yeah.
t-shirts, not event shirts, but
Right.
individual shirts. T-Mobile.
Yeah. I saw a lot of Triple G gear
A
after
lot of
that
Triple
fight.
G. A lot of
I saw a
Triple
lot
G
of
gear.
folks go in there and Canelo gear and come
out
out.
with Triple G
I swear, no, I'm not
about
making that
every-
up.
A lot
I'm
of
not trying to
fans
be. I'm
went
not
in.
trying to be an asshole. I'm just. I
No,
mean,
but a lot
you
of
know,
fans went in as Canelo fans and came out. I've never heard
I
Canelo get
witnessed
booed
that.
like that as an interview before with his with all the Mexican fans.
So do you think the
Adelaide
rematch
Burns
is going to be
scorecard
at
didn't
T-Mobile?
help.
Building?
Working on the rematch.
You
Working
think
on the
it'll be-
rematch. Talking to Eric Gomez. In fact, he texted me yesterday.
Oh, good.
I got to reply to him today, and we're working on that. Hopefully that works.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, that's a fight that the fans want to see.
It's a big event. Everybody will make money.
Triple G, I went with him yesterday. Got to give a shout out to the Hydrogen phone. There's a new phone out.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 3-dimension screen that you can, without glasses or anything, you can actually watch a fight. You can watch video, and it's actually three-dimensional.
Like HD 3D.
Yeah, produced by Red. It's called the Hydrogen phone. Salvador Bremen, Jim at the guy that started Oakley went into Red Studios, movie studios, and then developed this technology for the phone. So they invited Triple G to that.
They hooked him up with one, so he's got one.
They're gonna
Maybe
send.
We'll see a Triple G commercial with this.
With some, but he's
like he did with the Apple Watch. All those
with
years
the Apple
ago.
Watch,
Remember
right?
that?
When's the last boxer you saw with the Apple commercial? Yeah, Jordan Brand, the Hublot watch, the new edition of Hublot watch is coming out. You got to shout out to Chivas for supporting him, Tecate naturally, and Bijan. He flew the day after he fought Vanes. He flew up to Bijan for their opening up in Las Vegas.
Okay, that's why you guys weren't here.
The win in Las Vegas has the brand new Bijan store up there.
So yeah, I heard Bijan.
They have sport coats on sale. For 25,000.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they were 50,000. 50% off.
That's a deal.
I was on Steve Kim's show with Mario Lopez, and I was joking that Mario was the only one out of all of us that can afford the Bijan clothing. But no, it's great. Nicholas Bijan and the whole group there at the House of Bijan is tremendous people to work.
Is Nicholas the son?
Yeah.
Is there going to be Triple G merchandise at Hollywood Fight Nights?
Yes.
You do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Triple G merchandise at all of our shows because it's so popular. Yeah.
360 stuff too? I'm seeing 360
the 360 hats are becoming very popular now.
Yeah. I like it. It's catchy.
So do you think on the fights from the Avalon you might go regular TV also? Besides the
working
streaming?
on that. I mean, the streaming is really popular, and then just working on either a streaming platform or regular TV. So it's a cool atmosphere there.
What do you think about ESPN Plus?
Look, if it all depends on the content. What ESPN Plus is able to provide of content, Eddie Hearn's new deal with DAZN, what he's able to provide for content. So, we'll be able to.
See, I don't have enough details on DAZN deal to really have an opinion on it. But with ESPN Plus right now, I would say if you're a general sports fan, if you're like Steve Kim, because Steve Kim watches everything. He's totally into it. Like, he loves it.
Sure.
For him, because he loves the documentaries. He loves college sports.
College football, college basketball.
He could watch this stuff live. He could watch it on demand. And then there's the ancillary programming, like the promotional shows leading up to a big college game, or the documentary, 30 for 30 stuff.
Right.
So Kim's into all that. So for him, it's great value. For me, I'm just into boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I probably won't. I will get it, but I probably won't do it till before the Terrence Crawford fight.
See what the content is. But
then once I have it, I'll probably check out the 30 for 30s.
When Triple G made the appearance at Santa Anita, and he picked Justify to win that race, and then Justify won yesterday also.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So he's 2 legs into the Triple Crown. So
JP's going to bet against him for doing because it's so
he
rare.
Looks
it's so rare to get the Triple Crown.
Yeah, but he looks pretty solid right now.
Yeah.
So that's your horse racing tidbit.
So what do you have to say about driving?
No texting and driving. We debunked Josie's accusation.
That's right. Yes, the daughter who tells the truth was in the house. Yeah, that's right. We had lunch with Tom, and somebody, Tom asked her about that.
I double checked, and she said Doug was not texting and driving.
Oh, wow.
The main thing is let them in front of you. You'll make their day. They'll wave to you, and then it works out both. Instead of going back and forth, people yelling at each other, just let them in. It takes 2 seconds. They go in front of you. And then they're happy, and you're avoiding accidents.
It's good to drive in a good mood.
Yeah, the people that just don't want to, I don't understand.
They're not helping themselves out. No, it's just that's a sick.
And you can't be impatient. I almost got in an accident yesterday.
Right.
I mean,
You're one of the safest drivers I know, Dave.
I'm so safe. It's incredible.
Was it making a left turn?
When people rent cars,
left turns,
and there was a car, and I don't know. I guess I was.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait and make sure they make their decision.
Yeah.
I always swerve a little bit over just to let them know if you're gonna go through or not.
Yeah.
And also, once again, to Oscar. Feel free to call me. We'll sit down. We'll talk. We'll talk about the high road. You got everything going for you, Oscar. Everyone around you is cool.
The company has caught a few L's recently. Because Linares lost and Jojo Diaz lost. I'm still sticking with Lucas Lucas
You're
Matthysse.
picking
I'm picking Matthysse to
Pacquiao.
upset Pacquiao. I'm saying Golden Boy's doing the right thing because they're working with other promoters.
Right.
They're willing to go on different TV platforms. It's not just HBO or nothing. So they had a fight last Saturday on ESPN. They had a fight last night on Showtime.
Yeah.
And then I think the Matthysse Pacquiao fight is ESPN pay-per-view.
And the
But they're working
HBO
with
fights were
folks.
good. Munguia.
Oh yeah, that's
Munguia-
right. That was an
Munguia
HBO
looked
card.
good.
Yeah, they were working with
Don't
Zanfer.
underestimate Munguia.
Okay, but you
because
want to know?
Hey, but we,
he's-
you know what? We
he's
told
a
people.
world-class
We
fighter.
told
He's a-
people on this
That guy is
Periscope
good.
that he was dangerous.
He's a
That was
huge
good.
154-pounder.
Yeah.
He's almost
Ring
the size-
Magazine Prospect of the Year for
He's
2017.
actually bigger than Triple G. He's 6
Yeah.
foot and Triple G's 5'10". So watch out for Munguia. He's got a big future in front of him.
Hey, well, hey, you know what? Had that fight
especially from
happened in
Tijuana,
Vegas,
Mexico.
that would have been a hell of a
was
fight,
a great
man.
fight.
They would have gone at it for
Yeah,
like 5 or
that
6 rounds.
was,
You know.
No, that's-
he was one of the people we were looking at.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
But here's my
criticized
call.
that one.
Yeah.
I don't think the Pacquiao fight's going to happen.
What?
Yeah.
Matthysse?
Yeah.
What are you hearing?
That's Dave's prediction.
I think the money dried up.
Oh, you know, it was Pacquiao that brokered that deal. That wasn't
Yeah.
Top
That
Rank.
was
Top
from-
Rank's
No.
just
That's from
handling
Pacquiao.
the
There-
TV.
yeah.
No, because
Yeah, that was Pacquiao
Yeah.
Promotions that brokered
I think
that.
it's fallen. It's
There's
Oh,
some
maybe they
trouble
lost
there.
some of the funding.
It's sort of a mystery right now.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I haven't
But
heard about that,
I've read
but
some stuff
yeah.
We'll
debunking
see.
that
Those
rumor.
Asian
Yeah.
fights, we get so many, from Dubai or from so
Yeah.
many offers, and then it just kind of
well,
peters
Michael
out a little bit.
Contz.
But
I mean, I don't.
I don't know.
well, we'll see. I guess
I
we'll,
hope it
we'll-
happens.
When,
I
when
think
is
it's
that
a fun
scheduled?
fight.
When is that?
July, mid-July.
scheduled? I know they went on a big PR tour. Eric Gomez was with them out there.
They were in Malaysia and in Manila.
Yeah. I
Right.
think it's in trouble.
Yeah, I hope they can salvage it if that's true. I hope that's just not dirty boxing rumors because that's on the cover of the next Ring magazine.
That's a fun fight.
I don't have time to do. I
You had to
don't have the
scrap-
time or energy
You
to do a new one.
You already
man.
had to scrap one cover.
Yeah, man.
right?
You know, we're just going to be stuck with that cover. Right?
Hey, so
man.
how's the magazine doing?
It's doing great.
Yeah.
No,
It was
no,
a good
we're
idea for
selling
you to lower the
subscriptions.
prices. And
You
that
know
your
what?
digital content.
Do you guys know what the #1 subscription is? 2-year. People are signing up for the
Oh, that's
2
great.
years.
How much is it
subscription
for
like
2 years?
gangbusters. And here's what's really going to boost the subscription sales.
I love the.
We're
the
going to have a
photos-
new
the
app.
Photos in Ring magazine.
Oh,
are nice.
thank you. Yeah, and the
Especially
creative
the Triple G
director
photos
does a good job.
when he's on the cover.
Oh yeah, no, he'll be back on the cover. There's going to be a new app for you to read the digital edition of the magazine. You can also access the website that way, but that's gonna help us out
Those
a lot.
apps are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can people subscribe to the?
Just
how
go to
can-
the website and find where it says subscribe.
Yeah. And is there a
Click on
special-
subscribe.
Is there a special 2-year deal?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. You save the most money by doing
So
2 years.
will you
But
s-
that's what people are doing the most is the 2 year.
Yeah.
Because you could do 6 months, you could do a
Yeah.
year, or you could
If
do 2
I
years.
subscribe, will Triple G get the Ring magazine belt quicker?
He'll get a belt. I don't know. I don't know about that middleweight belt. I don't know. That's
And
Dougie, will you autograph?
that might be impossible.
Will you autograph their first issue?
Will I autograph it?
They
You bring it. They bring it up
here.
to me.
Just bring
Absolutely.
it here, right?
JP,
Yeah.
before you go, who you picking?
Absolutely.
Who you picking between Matthysse and Pacquiao?
Ooh, if it's still happening, right? I think
Well, that's what Dave was
Yeah.
saying. There's some questions around that fight.
Yeah.
Pacquiao opened a slight favorite, and I think that's
Leo.
right.
Yeah.
I like Pacquiao in the fight. You know, I mean, I thought he beat
should be
Jeff
the
Horn,
favorite.
but
Doug's
I like
taking
that,
Matthysse.
I don't think he's
Fair
got
enough.
the fire anymore.
No,
He's
I think
mailing
that's
it
a
in.
fair pick,
Has
you know.
been for years.
Yeah.
And listen, he had Jeff Horn dead to rights in the 9th round. Couldn't do it.
but you think Pacquiao?
He just doesn't have it in him
2-1
anymore.
Favorite is fair odds, right?
But here's the thing.
Leo's got his
hungrier?
42 socks on. That's
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson, right?
Right there, 42.
Nice.
But 2-1 fave for Pacquiao's fair odds going
Yeah.
into it. I think.
No, they are. No, that's fair.
So
Pacquiao should be the
we
favorite.
should shout out before we went on the air. Chris Van Heerden was here. He had a
Yeah.
big win in the tournament,
Yeah.
and he told me, "Don't hope for him to win. He will
Want me to
win.
hold him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
There we
will.
go. There we
He
go.
will win the Holyfield tournament." So shout out to Chris Van Heerden. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
That's the promoter of the year right there.
promoter,
There you go.
promoter of the year, doing babysitting work when necessary.
What do you
You're a
think,
good
Leo?
kid. You're a good kid.
Anyway, thanks for
Thanks everyone for joining us.
Let's pick
Yeah,
Jerwin this
great.
week. Jerwin
And
on
you're
Cosmos.
coming Hollywood Fight Nights, right?
June
6th?
6th,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
June 6th. Hollywood Fight Night. The first night was a lot of fun. You guys got to come see Boacek. He's a great fighter. It's going to be a lot of fun. June 6th.
360promotions.us
Yep.
for the ticket
Yeah.
link. Yeah.
And what's your pick of the week?
I work in Burbank. Just jump right over the
Yeah.
hill. Lyft or Uber right over the hill.
Yeah.
You get there in 10 minutes. It's a great night.
What's your pick of the week?
Well, there's no odds on Jerwin's fight yet. Let's see. Who's the pick of the week?
Oh, you had a...
we got
JP had a great pick yesterday, Tatiana.
She's the real deal.
In the UFC.
There's a girl named Tatiana Suarez.
The female
Khabib.
Yeah.
Did you bet on it?
Oh, yeah. I told Tom, I said, this girl, she just takes you down and chokes you out.
Yeah.
Watch out for this girl. She's, I think, 5 or 6-0 now. Tatiana Suarez. She's excellent. She fought in Chile.
She was good.
She was really, really good.
Hey, did we see Ronda before anyone knew who she was?
Yeah, now she's a big WWE superstar.
We went to this little gym over in West LA.
Yeah.
She's sitting there wrestling with guys.
Yeah,
no one knows who
Monica,
she is.
Now she's a
a
big
week
deal.
later, she's got bodyguards and trucks carrying her money.
So
anyway.
we'll go with Jerwin this week.
That's
and,
on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
I got to figure that out. I don't think Box Nation has the fight.
Do you have ESPN Plus?
I've not, but I'm probably going to sign up for it because they signed a UFC deal as well.
They did.
Starting in 2019. So yeah. And then
deal.
and then we get to the 9th with Crawford and Crawford's fights on the 9th, right? So we're slowly around the corner to
Do you
Crawford
see
and
where
Horn.
Aram says that Horn's going to be the next big guy?
Yeah, we'll see.
Next big star?
Yeah, he's going to knock out Crawford.
I'm
Okay,
picking
we'll see
Terrence
about
Crawford
No
in that fight.
kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, that's such a no-brainer.
Yeah.
What's the price on that, JP?
What's the
Crawford's
odds on
a
that
big
fight?
10
Yeah.
or 12 to 1 favorite.
Yeah.
Crawford,
You got to go with Terrence Crawford.
Actually,
in
my
that fight.
pick for that's going to be that he gets the KO. I think Horn's
That
very
wouldn't
hittable.
surprise me. Yep.
Okay, JP, you want to say goodbye to
JP has
everyone?
to
Yeah,
go.
Leo. Oh, look, he's
Leo?
getting his jacket
Oh,
ready.
hey, Leo.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He doesn't wait.
Tom,
So tell
Good.
him.
see you. Great
See
seeing
you June 6th, Wednesday.
Dougie, happy birthday.
Avalon,
Thank you.
Hollywood.
Okay,
Happy
drive
birthday, Doug.
carefully,
Yeah.
be
Thank you,
happy,
Tom.
love
Thanks for the
everybody,
gear.
360
Drive
Promotions,
safe.
June 6th.
love everything, and have a great
Don't
week.
text and drive. Drive like you just won the lottery, right? Right, Coach?
And don't overeat.
Good.
Yeah, he left right in a mud puddle. His mom